Okay, so so for all of you, I mean, I'm sure you're aware of some of the issues. I mean, I think these are the issues that we've always played together: animal welfare and wildlife conservation. You care about your pet dog, you care about a tiger, you care about an individual, you care about the forest, you care about the ecosystem. But what we are now being confronted with issues where people have to take that, choose one over the other, you know. And I mean, I'm sure most of you know, but I'll just give you a brief introduction of the Ustad example, Ustad issue that has happened. Ustad is very popular, also called as T24, a tiger, male tiger from Ranthambore. I might have some of the basic facts wrong, but try to stay with me. But it had attacked, or at least people have claimed that it had attacked 1, 2, 3 people before. But last year it had gone and killed a forest guard. Again, no one has actually seen it, but the evidence suggests that it had killed the forest guard. And what the forest department did was capture this majestic tiger and put him in captivity. Okay. Now, one side of the people on one side say that's the right thing to do, because having a man-eater in a forest would attack another human being, and then you will lose support of the local communities who are living around the forest. But the
There we go. So the thread of my story of 25 years taking photographs and working in conservation has always found a funny way to take me back to the water system. It took me a long time to realize that this was happening because I grew up in the mountains in Mexico. And I began my career. I wanted to solve the issues that we all care about. Wildlife conflict, how we're going to feed all the people on this planet, and just how do we protect the treasures of nature. And I had no idea where the journey was going to take me, but I went to school to become a marine biologist. And growing up in Mexico, being a girl, it was not easy to find a job in that field. So I got married, moved to the United States, and became a mom. And when I had my third child, that's when I discovered photography. And photography is not a craft that I chose for myself. I'm not fascinated by cameras or film. For me, photography is just a tool, and it is a tool that I've chosen to tell stories about conservation. There we go. So, one of the greatest joys of being an ethnographic photographer, that's somebody who specializes in photographing indigenous people, is just the opportunity to spend time with people who have not forgotten the old ways, people that still are able to scratch a living from the earth with their own bare hands, and who have been doing it that way for thousands of years. And this is a funny niche for a photographer. I wanted to be a wildlife photographer, but as you're going to hear from women like 2 weeks tomorrow, this is an incredible challenge. And so I discovered early on in my career that wildlife was not what I was passionate about, it's actually people. And I've been...
So here, before I announce the runner-up, we have a special mention based on the scoring of the images. The special mention goes to this image, and the winner is Shreya Yadav. Shreya Yadav unfortunately is not here, so we'll pass on the award to her. She's from Bangalore, but it's a very intimate underwater portrait. The second prize winner in this category is this. It's a larvae of sawflies nibbling on leaves. Unfortunately, this award has also been won by a Russian photographer, Peter Kavatera, who could not be here today, but let's make sure the award reaches. Now, this is the problem with being an international award, is that we have really good pictures coming internationally, and we unfortunately, these guys could not come in time, but hopefully next year we'll do that. And the first winning image in animal portraits category is this image of the wine snake. It's won by Prashant Nakagla. It's a beautiful image of the wine snake eating through the leaves, and is very well captured. The next category is conservation issues. And this is very interesting for us because this is one category where we could see how people cared for their environment, how they perceive the issues around them. And we were really, really touched by the kind of entries we had gotten. Some of the pictures, technically they were not great, but the kind of story, the message they were conveying was very strong. And some images technically were strong, but were also showing the larger global implications, larger global implications. So can I have Siddharth on stage to give away the Conservation Award? So in this we have a runner-up again, special mention award that goes to Vivekanand Thakur. Is he here at the award ceremony today? No, he's not here unfortunately. So there's a picture of, he's taken in his backyard in Bidar, in northern Karnataka. And that is a common village, common area where you regularly see black bugs. And right now that is being converted for a residential layout in Bidar. So I thought we thought it's a very powerful image to have both these in a single frame shown very well. The runner-up for the Conservation Award is this image by Samyak Kannan. Is Samyak? Is it there? Yeah, Samyak. I think we've been talking about the effects or ill effects of ecotourism, where ecotourism can get so bad, and I think it's really close and it can get dangerous. Samyak just got it from Chennai today, just received the award. Thanks. And the first prize in conservation issues is this image by Radha Rangarajan. Can you tell us a little bit about the story behind this picture?
Yeah. So I was walking around the dock in Karwar looking at crabs that were being sold because it was part of a Crabs of Karwar video that we worked on. Me and Adarsh and Sriram were in the audience. And suddenly we saw, a lot of flooding, and there was an agent who was trying to auction this ray. So I just hung around there and waiting for the man to walk about a little bit. And I was sitting and shooting crabs, and suddenly this man walks right into my frame. And I was waiting for so long for him to come. And yeah, that's how I shot this image. And it just hits you really hard, the indiscriminate way in which, everything is slaughtered there. And the bycatch, there's just no, it really hurts you when you see these things.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, and that's very helpful image. Our next category is creative nature photography. And can I request Ganesh to be on stage to give away the award? Ganesh hates it a bit because everyone associates him to be a creative nature photographer. I would love to have that tag associated with me. So again, in this we have a special mention, and the award for this special mention goes to this image by Neville Zivari. Is he here? Because in the email he said he was going to be here, but well. The first the runner-up for this category is image of this flamingos by Anuruddh Krishna.